Hello everyone, my name is Sham and I am an intern at Intellify. So in the previous video, we have seen the two probability distribution. First one is the uniform distribution and second one is the normal distribution. So this video is the continuation of the previous video. In this, we are going to see third probability distribution, that is gamma distribution. So as you already know about the theory and you have saw this concept in your theory section, so we will focus more on code section. So just let's revise what is gamma distribution. So gamma distribution is a two parameter family of continuous probability distribution. It means it is depend on two parameters. First one is alpha and second one is beta. While it is used rarely in its raw form, but other probability use distributions like exponential, C-squared, Erlang distributions are special cases of the gamma distribution. The gamma distribution can be parameterized with the three parameters. First one with the shape parameter, which is k, and the scale parameter theta. With the shape parameter alpha is equal to k and an inverse scale parameter beta is equal to 1 upon theta, it is called a rate parameter. With the shape parameter k and mean parameter mu, which is equal to k theta and which becomes equal to the alpha upon beta. If you see the equation on the right hand side, so f of x when alpha and beta is there is equal to beta to the power alpha into x to the power alpha minus 1 into v to the power minus beta x divided by gamma of alpha. It is valid for all x which is greater than 0 and for all alpha and beta greater than 0. So this condition must be followed. So if you see the graph of the gamma distribution, you can see that the graph, how the graph is plot. So we will try to plot same graph in our code section also. So let's move on to the code. For this video lecture also I am using Colab. So let's first import necessary modules which we require for our plot from scipy.stat import gamma. In this line I am just importing gamma class from the scipy.stat library, and you already familiar with this syntax as I already covered it in previous videos. So let's make one variable which will produce the random values for the gamma distribution. So gamma dot rvs. So rvs is the method which produces the random values. So I will give its size to 10,000. Okay. So you can generate a gamma distributed random variable using scipy.stat module gamma.rvs method, which takes the shape parameter a, as you can see, as its first argument. Suppose a is an integer and gamma reduces to the Erlang distribution, right? When a is an integer, then gamma reduces to the Erlang distribution. And when alpha, if you set a is equal to 1, then it will become an exponential distribution. So, and you can use other integer values also. So here we have used the a is equal to 5. To shift the distribution, we have used the log argument. That is the starting, but which is not must, which is can be given, or we can remove that also, or we don't need to use that term or parameter here. And we have given the one variable, that is size. So it will give us the that much of size of number of values. So by getting this much values, we are going to plot our gamma distribution. So let's use Seaborn library to plot this. So I will first import that library, import Seaborn as SNS. Let's run it. Okay, so it is successfully executed. So next we will make one variable, and in that variable we are calling this plot method of the Seaborn library, in which I am passing the randomly generated values. Then second parameter KDE, which is equal to one boolean value that is true. Then third parameter beans, which is equal to sum, so which is equal to 100. Next parameter color, which is equal to sky blue, or you can give your own color, you can give red, green, black also. The next parameter heat is KWS. So as we already did in the previous lecture, so I will just copy the remaining part, so I don't need to write it again. Just paste over here, just change this to gamma distribution. Okay, so I have already explained what is this KDE, means this is just the plot with the density, right? And then the beans, this is explaining the number of beans in the histogram, and this is a simple color property, and this is the line width. We are setting the line width to 15 and alpha to 1, and in the dictionary type, and this line is setting the X label and Y label. So it will set X label as gamma distribution and Y label as frequency. So let's run this, we see what we get. Okay, so it is showing an error. Okay, I given extra closing braces. Okay, so you can see we have got the similar gamma distribution as we saw in our presentation. So it is just we have can be when we can change these parameters, like we can shape parameter k and scale parameter theta. By using this parameter we can change our gamma distributions, where it should be distributed. Okay, so moving towards the next part, exponential distribution. As the name itself suggests, it is exponential, right? So let's revise it. Exponential distribution is describes the time between events in a Poisson point process. So what is Poisson point process? It is a process in which events occur continuously and independently at a constant average rate. It has the parameter lambda called rate parameter. Okay, so let's see the equation. So f of x, when lambda is provided, is equal to lambda into e to the power minus lambda x when x is greater than or equal to 0, and 0 when x is less than 0. You can see the graph, it is exponential, right? So as the name itself suggests, exponential distribution. Okay, so now let's see the visualization of exponential distribution. So I will use scipy.stats again, and in which I am going to import expon, which is abbreviation, or it is a short form of the exponential distribution. And then I will produce or generate some random values and store that random values into this data underscore expon variable. So expon or expon dot rvs, then I am passing one scale parameter and set this parameter to 1. Then LOC, which is the starting point, I will set it at 0. Then next parameter is size, and I am going to set this value as 1000. Let's execute it. So it is successfully executed. So we have generated exponential distributed random variable using scipy.stats module expon.rvs method, right? Which takes the shape parameter scale and as its argument, which is nothing but that 1 upon lambda, right? And we have seen that in the equation also. To shape the distribution, we have used the log argument or LOC, which is how we set the value as 0. And the size decides the number of random variables or variates in the distribution. And we can give again one parameter, that is random underscore state, if you want to maintain reproducibility. But we don't use that variable right now. So let's now visualize this exponential distribution with the help of Seaborn, and we will see what we get. So let's make one variable. I will give it as a name AX, and in which I am using the displot method of the Seaborn library, and I have just need to copy the code which I have written for the gamma distribution, because it is same, just we need to change some parameter. Okay, so just change this to data underscore expon, and KD you can say it is as a boolean value true, beans number of histogram beans is equal to 100, color we have set it to sky blue, each KWS which is the line width we are setting it to 15, and passing this, it is a dictionary values to the hist KWS, and X label here we will give exponential distribution, and Y label as frequency. Okay, so let's execute it. So you can see that this graph is the exponential, right? So you can see this curve, this is exponential decreasing, so which is the same as we have seen in the presentation also. Okay, so this is all about this video. In the next video we will see the Poisson distribution. Hope you like this video.